Alright, don't lie. I know you wish you could stack yucca leaves like this, but you can't. It takes practice. Hey everybody, Weem here. Welcome to Journey of Life. I want to thank Kerbo for tossing me this game. I really appreciate it. We've been talking about it, and he scooped a copy and sent it to me, so thank you very much, Kerbo. I'm running around, just kind of hitting up these tutorial bits. I actually jumped in here and played for maybe 20 minutes to get used to the controls and everything. I'm realizing I'm in the same area, so I can just kind of hit these same tutorial bits as I bring you in here. Journey of Life is a survival game, and I think that's pretty much all I have to say. You probably would have guessed that based on me playing it and based on what you can kind of see here. So I thought I would bring you in here, run around a bit, gather some things, and kind of just give you the quick early look at the game, see if it's something you might be interested in. So let's get to it. So right away we have a lot of things we need to start gathering, wood and food and things like that. The first thing I thought of when I jumped in this game was Ark. I haven't played Ark in a while, but this was reminding me of it. Starting on the beach, palm trees, all of that kind of stuff. But in my 20 minutes of play earlier, I didn't see a single creature, so I know they're around. But anyway, yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit tab. And we've got gear. We'll end up getting a backpack. We'll put some things in our hands. And we have a very small inventory. I was going to say brief inventory. I guess, yeah, I don't know. Anyway, we'll get a backpack, and that will actually open up a lot of inventory space. One thing I've noticed is that you've got this nearby window. And as I run around, if I leave this open, I can actually see things on the ground and just pick them up. Which does, they're around here. There's some loose things on the ground. Otherwise, we are going to be kind of clicking on things to harvest them. Let's run over here really quick. Let's see. This guy here, can we do this here? Not there. Gotta find something to harvest here really quick. But you can see here's a rock nearby. I can pick that up. Now, we've only got inventory, enough space for kind of 4 different things. But you get the idea. So I'm going to go ahead and hit E here. Now, what you might be expecting is that I'd be picking this stuff up, but in fact, it kind of breaks it down and lands nearby you. So we can kind of spam this here and then just shift click what we want to pick up. As you can see, we're already pretty full. You can pick up things off the ground. We've got blueberries here, which is a good thing, because I was breaking down blueberries the first time. I was like, oh man, there's like look at these little individual blueberries. I was like, I want to pick that up. And you can, or you can just shift click, the nearby window here. Of course, we have a full inventory, so I'm not going to worry about that right now. But we could drop the rock on the ground. One of the interesting things about this game, you can actually drag and kind of put things where you want. You can rotate them, set them down. And also, when you go to craft, as long as it's nearby to you, you can craft, so it doesn't have to be in your inventory. Pretty cool. We're going to bring up the crafting menu really quick and look. We've got different things we can do. We can actually make some of this rope right now. Let's do that. We'll make 2 of these. You'll see it kind of count down through those. We've got that now in my hand. But what we really want to do is we want to make a backpack. And you can see, actually, we're just short these big leaves for that. That is pretty cool. Let's see. I'm trying to think of where I saw some. In my earlier play, I think I just ran up here and started laying down. Yeah, in this area I started laying my stuff down, but here we go. Let me pick up some of these guys. Just gonna smack these around a bit. Let's go ahead and open that up. There we go, we've got 2. We want to go to the backpack. We don't have the sticks. Oh, I was standing near the sticks before. Let's see if we could just go find those real quick. Yeah. I don't know if I had 2. Oh yeah, 3. Backpack. There we go. We can craft these. So again, these were on the ground. The other stuff I had in my inventory, you can see it's counting down through this. And as soon as it's done, this backpack is going to fill right into my gear slot, and we're going to end up with a lot more inventory space. So backpack, pretty key thing to pick up, I think, in the beginning. Pretty important. Go ahead and get this down here. And poof, there we go. Gear, inventory space, perfect. When it gets dark in this game, it gets really dark, so I want to use my daylight to run around and find some important items. The high density rocks are pretty valuable, so I'm going to be looking for those, try to scoop up as many of those as I can. Fiber is good. I haven't run into the use for the jagged rocks just yet, but again, I've barely done anything in the game, so I'm sure they're important. And I've not picked up feathers before. That's cool. The only things I've really made in the game were an axe and a hammer and the backpack. I put down a fire, but I accidentally upgraded it, or I triggered the upgrade, so I needed to get more items in order to finish it. If I was understanding that process correctly. So anyway, I really do want to get a fire down, largely for the light, because at night it's just so dark. So anyway, that's going to be kind of one of the next things I want to look into. Let's see, is that on craftables? Where is that? Stations? Yes, campfire. Okay, so we can do the fire right now. You know what? I think what we're going to do is we're going to post up on the beach. I think down here is fine. We'll just kind of... this will be easy for me to remember. It's right where it kind of opens to the ocean. So let's go ahead and get this down, show you how to place stuff. So we've got the little indicator here. We're going to place it. We have the rocks on us. And I think I can just kind of mouse over this. Let's see. I'm trying to remember how to do this. I do have the rocks on me. Let's see. And I thought it was giving me this... oh, there it is. I just had to kind of angle myself. I do need a hammer. That's right. So let's look at the hammer. Go to tools, and that is this guy. So we need one fiber rope. I had one. Did I drop that? I think we can probably make more. Yeah. Let's just make all of these. Okay, crank these guys out. Now, can I go do other things? I can. Excellent. Hammer, craft. Try it again. Go. Okay, we have hammer. I'm going to switch this into my hand, but I think you can also just kind of stick that down here. And then, as long as I've got it selected, I think, one, we can just hammer. There we go. We'll get these rocks in there. And go. One more? One more? Am I short one? Oh, I must have had 5. Well, I'm going to look around for that 6th one and we'll get this made. Is that one right here? Oh, tell me that's one right there. Yeah. 2, in fact. Let's get this thing done right now. Okay, so last time I'd actually clicked this up arrow, which then put a structure on top of it, which required its own stuff, and I was like, oh, I screwed that up. So what we're going to do now is we can actually, if I mouse over this again, we have this spot for fuel, and that's pretty easy to get. I'll get some, I'm going to just go gather some fuel for this, and then we've got to make a, what was it? It's under tools here, this guy here, the fire starter, so then we'll start working on that stuff. Okay, I've been around and gathered some things. You could see I laid out some stuff so I could have some inventory space. I kind of thought I would do the logs in this way. Don't ask me why. Just kind of close my area in, I suppose. But let's go ahead and kind of start getting rid of some things here. Got a cool shell. Got more leaves here. Trying to be somewhat organized about this, maybe a little bit. But yeah, I'm basically kind of spreading all of these things out because I can stand in this general area and it's going to let me know that I can use all of this stuff. I put my feathers up here. I've got some more of the rocks I need. Those are great. Some rocks I don't necessarily need right away. And we'll throw the stick here. So one of the things I know I need to do is get an axe going. So if I go into crafting and look at tools, yeah, I need a straight solid stick, which I do not have yet. I wanted to see the fire starter. I don't have a dry wood stick yet. I'm not exactly sure how to get those. With an axe, you can chop up these logs, for example, but they just turn into smaller logs. The sticks I typically just find on the ground, so I definitely have to do more hunting, and I will be losing light in the near future, so I got to get on that. Well, I was starting to despair about where I would find dry wood sticks, but I started harvesting the yucca plants, these guys over here, and that's where you get these. Once you kind of break it down enough and it falls apart, you pick up some of those things. So let's see, we're going to go into crafting. So cool, we can create the fire starter, and I do have stuff in here. Let's see, right. Now, what I don't know is that what this icon is for? Okay, I'm not sure. Let's try this. No? I don't want to drop it. Maybe we actually need it in our hand. Like this. Is that a thing? And then we're going to try like... There we go. Yeah. Sweet. Our first fire. So you got temperature going up. That's cool. Still not sure what the gear icon's for. Maybe this is where you put things you want to cook. Can I drag a coconut in there? No? I think I just dropped it somewhere. But hey, we got fire. I'm pretty excited. I've been trying to organize my gatherings before nightfall, and as you can see, it's pretty dark. I do believe it's going to get darker than this, but I also do have a torch on me, and I can actually bring that out. I'm not sure it gives off any more light with it in your hand. Yeah, that's out of hand, in hand. Doesn't seem to help all that much, whether it's out or in your hand. It's definitely better than not having a torch. At least as I'm kind of going, you can see things as I get close to them. Otherwise, this even stuff that's right in front of you can be pitch black. So this is obviously going to help. But otherwise, I've just been kind of organizing my items, as I said, my gatherings. And yeah, we got all kinds of cool stuff here. I definitely need some more. Let's go ahead and jump into the crafting a bit and look around again some more. We've got some stations. We did the fireplace. We got a workstation. If I get one more straight solid stick, I could do that. Place that down. You can see the fire actually just went out on us. So anyway, we definitely want to go down that line to get some things. We have different pottery elements here. Cool stuff. I have not made like any of this. Shovel, torch. I actually don't know if you can dig into the ground. I'm assuming you can't actually like dig actual holes in the ground, but I don't know that for sure. I've really not investigated this game at all other than to throw it on my wish list a while ago and jump into it today. I just kind of wanted to jump in and start playing. That's how I like playing these survival games, kind of figuring it out as I go. Alrighty, I've got some more materials here, so I want to place the workstation. As you can see, it expands your crafting tree and allows you to craft more complex items. We've got a number of different things that will be unlocked once we get this down. So let's go ahead and do that. I do want to keep it close because I have this stuff all over the ground already. So selfishly, I kind of want this close so I don't have to clean up my area. Let's just go ahead and plop it here. And then we're going to need the hammer. Get the hammer there. And we need 10 straight solid sticks. I don't know. Do I have any of those? Let's just start hammering. Because if I don't have any nearby, it'll stop me. I might have enough. 2, 1. There we go. Workstation is complete. So this should open up some things. I was able to plop down a workstation before, but my immediate look at it didn't reveal anything. I didn't stick around long though. So let's go ahead and bring this up. We've got technology, which I do want to jump into, but let's see first of all if we can see anything new here. This was all I did last time too. I just kind of quickly skimmed things and said, I don't see anything new. So it might be related to technology. So let's go ahead and look in here. We have the hammer, we got the workstation, and then we've got these different things. So I don't know if, I thought maybe you would click these or right click them or something. I'm not entirely sure. Maybe I need to kind of go up here. No. I may have to play around with this a little bit because I really don't know anything about the tech tree. I don't know if I have to buy these, basically click into these. They have in the tutorial, the little image that comes up, they show some of these lines as orange. So I don't know if I have to actively do anything to start crafting these or what, but I'll have to dive into that. Okay, well that was pretty easy. I basically spun around and there wasn't an interact thing. It didn't say hit E to interact or anything, but I did it anyway, and this is what it does essentially, brings this up. So we've got a number of new things in here, which is pretty cool. If I go into craftables, I noticed there was the sharpened rock. I was actually curious about how to make sharpened rock, so that's cool. Additionally, when I did the fireplace before, I accidentally hit upgrade, and so it wanted me to build some stuff, including a stone wheel, and I was like, I don't know how to do that. But anyway, we could see that that's in here. If I click that, wow, we can already do that because I have a flat rock. That's cool. Let's look at weapons. This hasn't changed except for the spear. I was going to say there was 3 items before, so now we've got a spear. Oh, we do have some more workstations, and there's the water collector. How cool is that? Fiber, straight. I think some of these, we'd have to make a funnel, that's for sure. But water right now, down in the bottom right, you can see it's flashing red. That's the thing I'm kind of constantly running into. Now, I end up picking up fruits and everything, and I'm okay, but collecting water would be awesome. So we got all kinds of new stations in here. Farm plots, whew, all kinds of different things. Lots of stuff in there, very cool. And then we got pottery. And let's see, if I were doing the station and I wanted to do this guy again, this was the clay funnel, so I'm kind of curious. That's a smelting pot. Clay funnel, there we go. So we would need 2 clay. I don't know where to get that. I'm assuming that we use a shovel, maybe and dig near water, but that's all stuff I will have to experiment with. So that went by really fast. I wanted to keep this video very short, just introduce you to the game in case you hadn't heard of it, give you a little look at kind of the early game, the basics here. So, you know, see if you guys might be interested in playing it yourselves, or if you might be interested in seeing me play more of it. I would definitely like to know about that. You would be doing me a huge favor, as always, if you clicked subscribe if you'd like to see more, and especially if you click that bell to get the notifications. All of that I appreciate, just like I appreciate you guys stopping in and watching me. As always, thanks, and I will catch you guys next time.